I am not privy to any information beyond that. Oh, they did also say it was important. I was tasked 6 months ago to deliver it to whomever ship was at this landing pad at this exact time. All other questions may be answered by viewing the missive, I expect. Farewell, and as they... best of luck to you.
Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us.
Initializing. How may this unit assist? This unit is available to which member of the Agent Ibarra has resumed regular exercise and no longer requires hourly provocation to move. Agent Ibarra's lack of motion was becoming a cause for concern. However, this unit maintains full grafts are known to cause pain and discomfort due to dry, flaky skin and restricted. While Trooper Silong has declined this unit's offer of therapeutic palpation, she has allowed for a humidifier to be installed. For now, troopers, this unit...
Great. This one was for Niles, right? It was great meeting you, Niles. You're right. An agent's life is a busy one, and there's little time for meeting with citizens to say farewell in person. But we are happy to be of service. As for your question, there's absolutely no reason you couldn't become an agent if you put your mind to it. It only requires hard work and a dedication to the greater good. I have no doubt that you have what it takes to be one of the best and the brightest, Niles. Good luck to you. And look me up if...
Careful now.
Should I say when you become an agent?
You sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy.
Greetings, Agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, presiding Bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine DeVries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's Mercy. He will aid you in your mission. And hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Well, who could turn down an invitation like that? To Golden Ridge, Commander?
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of... Additionally, we are also... Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy. As well, the Protectorate abandoned... Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as if Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator as the rebuilding process.
Looks like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill.
Do you mind if I don't pay
Mind
you
your
no
own
mind?
illicit business and I'll...
Do we know each other? Let's say we don't.
We're trying to run a respectable criminal operation here.
Lose a piece of jewelry? Buy it back at a very reasonable price.
Keep an eye out for snitches. We got a good thing going here.
If somebody who looks like me sold you an engine that exploded, that was my
Welcome
evil
to
twin.
the true free market, friend.
This place ain't half bad. I've been to seedier underbellies.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all, except spies. It's awful suspicious. Hope that wayward science type didn't disturb you much, friend. We of the station normally do our best to dissuade partisans from making nuisances of themselves. Hey, I ain't anti-intellectual. I'm anti-some. All that aside, enjoy.
Greetings. Are you perhaps interested in advancing the knowledge of Arcadia's history through scientific exploration? What am I saying? Of course you are. Please, do pardon my forwardness. I saw that you were a new arrival, but as an archivist, it's my duty to collect and record hitherto unrecorded knowledge wherever it can be found. but my earnest questions have been met with suspicion. I can see you're no stranger to academia. Very well. Converse with the locals, peer into unturned corners, and see what your able hand might unearth. I'd ask about in the saloon and the bazaar. Both are places where gossip flies about. Like Sub Rosa likely has some information about the crash, but take a look around. I'm sure...
Sir, the emergency override mechanisms are still functioning. If we work together, we might level our descent.
There's no stopping the will of the free market, Ensign. The ship's doomed.
Even if you won't help me, I have to try. For Auntie's choice!
How noble of you. Worry not. While I'm in my escape pod, I'll be sure to come up with a way to tastefully capitalize on your death.
Sorry, loitering ain't my crime of choice.
Anybody even listening to this? Listen, I know I shouldn't warn you about this, but I trust you'll appreciate my forthrightness and be all the more willing to buy from me. Kindness? I've been having some problems with my machines since... no. Ships decidedly ain't in my... You can tell? Damnation. Sounds like you know what it's like working with technology. Before it crashed, I served on the free market as a secondary engineer, first grade. Had a colleague who... Supervisor saw her as a threat and demoted her to the engine room. She wasn't the type to take a blow. My colleague sabotaged the engines when her partner was on his mandated 2-minute break. When the freak... Well, just about everyone died. I made it... Yeah. Anyway, can we get back to subjects? Be happy... My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest. Hello, once more. Well, none taken.
If it inflicts grievous bodily harm, I think I misplaced a hand grenade. We'll know in a couple seconds if it's armed or not. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. I'm glad you asked. Weapon isn't all-encompassing, but what I sell here, I wouldn't dare lump them in with mere weapons. These are finely tuned instruments of... You have my guarantee. That's privileged information, friend. If you want it, just jesting. Although if you feel free to go on a murder... Tired of firearms that explode in your face? Come to Not a Weapons store.
Protect your loved ones, protect yourself. I feel I should tell me what you need. Booming. It sure was a exact can do. Get caught unawares all you like. My armor will keep you safe.
If you've a tooth pain, you know. Got a sale on teeth extraction. If you've wounds that need stitching or teeth that... Yes? Is this a problem? I'm the only... My prior faction demanded I suffice it to say... Medicament... Doctor here. Here, get your stitches.
My gear has the fewest Auntie's choice. If you're in need of sprucing up, used to had a turned out to be just I got. Garments here. Come ganderize.
Nice day for shady dealings.
Error. Road sales grandstanding not found. Preparing sniveling servitude. Protocol complete. Greetings, most valued. What may this unit Negative. This unit and stall are registered to Gerald T. Wenrich. Mr. Wenrich, when last seen, Mr. Wenrich mentioned he was, quote, going to teach those, redacted, sub rosa, redacted, a lesson. All wares were at some...
Can't tell if you're a fixer.
Buy from me, please.
beginning to reach the tail end of my patience. You will tell me the location of the broker.
Lad, you ain't got much of a concept of a deal, do you? You ain't got nothing to offer, and a threat is offering less than nothing.
You realize any other arbiter would have crushed you where you stand for obstruction of justice long before now? That I am...
Stranger, seen my fix? Hope you're about to offer to rid me of this.
You cannot dissuade an arbiter from their sovereign-given duty, no matter how much of an irritant you may attempt to be. I came to meet with the information broker for, Protectorate business, Protectorate reasons. However, I find none within the Protectorate would defy an arbiter and expect to live. Regrettably, I cannot make the locals see reason without rendering myself unable.
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite to the broker, and you've been anything but.
I am hardly bending the rules, as you so put it, as we arbiters may operate however we see fit. I appreciate the observation, however. Hardly expected such from an outsider.
Say whatever you want, but trusting this fella even this close to the broker is a massive risk. Be a damn fool to take him at his word.
You suggest a partnership? An arbiter working closely with a
Interesting thought. Occurs to me there might just be something that needs looking into. Within the Golden Ridge locale on Dorado, there's a refugee camp. It's unassuming, quiet-like. They see to the few needs they have by working with the broker. But we ain't heard from them in a fortnight and change. Serves to reason something untoward may have transpired there. You see your way to looking into that, maybe we'll talk. That's between them and Sub Rosa. You in or you out? Great. Take the lap-canid with you. I've had enough of his excitability, and so have my customer.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investigation, but perhaps we may surprise one another. I'm Arbiter Tristan Rao. When I was an apprentice, yes, but not since. I shall meet you at the camp. Let us hope we both arrive there in time.
Greetings again. Libations or information? What's your poison? If you were running a less than lot, if their identities somehow always. For example,
Oh, come now, Prospero. You've been on that stage hundreds of times. Terribly. Once again, I'm embarrassed that I live. My resolve is uncharacteristic. Liquid courage has never failed me, but I have a discerning palate. The Automech chef in the bazaar, so you see, I can't just drink any old swill from the bar. My refined palate can only stomach one drink. Now, if you'll excuse me, an artist must be granted.
Another challenger approaches. Prepare to be set. None have defeated my collections, and none shall. But I do so delight in a competition. Are you prepared to do battle? Cards, my dear, of the tossball and pitchball variety. Sporting! A not unimpressive display, closing in on my own. I cannot open my wares to any unless their collections rival. Feel free to...
Keeping everything above board?
Catch it, Chad. I got a lie on something big at the moment.
bludgeons, bombs, blunderbusses. We got it all. Except that last one.
Meals, welcome to... What may this unit rehydrate for you? Yes, Iceberg Aged Whiskey is currently on reserve for... Current customer is not Prospero Apollo. Unit cannot vend to current customer. Unit is not familiar with that recipe. Scanning. Scanning error. Cannot ascertain identity of current customer. Purging. Vending Iceberg Aged Whiskey complete. Thank you for your patronage. Shop here to acquire fine food for cheap.
As it happens, standing in one place and I've been better. I've been worse. My friend. Excellent. Thank you. Very well. You wish to know about the crash, yes? Are you prepared for a sordid... Everyone, the final betrayal. Indeed, the crew attempted to wrest the controls from her to save... That's all I know. I thank you for your help.
You just bought a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it treating you?
Greetings. How has the data collection fared? Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. How did the ACS free market meet its end? Sounds like it... Aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments? Considering... Last question. Were there any contributing factors? Failing... Thanks to you, my report is complete. Here, something for your considerable... Auntie's Choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use the... You should have said so. Here's some... Now I need to get this report to my... Thanks for your help.
Latest contraband came in. Looked like quite the haul.
Remember, nothing's a crime if you never get caught.
Thanks for visiting Free Market Station. The pleasure is all ours.
Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives. Attention, passenger. You are running 21,027.5 hours late for your tram. Please be mindful of your departure in the... Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station. Thank you for picking up your personal belongings. We must all work together to keep Golden Ridge beautiful. Subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram.
Day 206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap! Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies of both sides. In time, everyone will.
Unwarranted optimism may be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see a curativist before boarding.
Scrap their bones! Get it?
buddy.
Coming for Just give me the time.
Greetings. This unit is unable to fulfill its programming. Are you able to assist this unit in its assigned duties? This unit is unable to execute its programming due to tampering. Navigational and other systems have been compromised. This unit is now being used as a target, which is not among its designated functions. This unit must return to Matriarch's Mercy to dispense medical care in order to fulfill its programming. Navigation systems re-initializing. Processing optimal path toward Matriarch's Mercy. Return sequence will be initiated once path is determined. This unit cannot deviate from its predetermined destination. Thank you, qualified engineer.
So you did come. Good. I'm not partial to work. It seems we arrive on a desolate scene. I don't. As an Arbiter, I bear a strong stomach. But if you've any reservations about witnessing destruction visited upon the innocent, you'd best steel yourself. I've some theories on the refugees' killers, but I remain unsatisfied. Although I am not required to do so as an Arbiter, I would care to acquire proof. Let us comb the remnants of the... I cannot help but feel... As an apprentice, I was taught to see investigations through to their completion. any further in... Very well. Is that? Yeah. His eyes are all right. Shame about all this blood. I just polished these boots. Could have been saved if they simply hadn't deviated from the paradigm. Salutations. You've been busy. What did you find? That auto mechanicals would fall in the camp's defense. Did you notice anything interesting about it? Then it was fighting blind. Doesn't seem like... Did you have anything else? Very well. Salutations. Has your search informed me? I doubt it factored in their inadequacy in the face of a superior force. The distinct lack of automechanical corpses around us supports your point. It seems that... Did you have anything else? Very well. Salutations. Has your search uncovered anything of remark? Very well. Salutations. Has your... Let's hear it. An encampment such as this, was there anything remarkable about it? Logical. Your deductive skills would be better served in the Protectorate, but that does not reduce their efficacy. Did you have anything else? The fact that this camp isn't a bullet-strewn ruin suggests it was wiped out by... Did you learn anything by examining the body? Interesting. Dragoon automechs wield shock cannons, and the refugees may have had some. Oh? I wouldn't expect a localized transmitter to harbor anything of note. Prove me wrong. I don't believe I would have learned that on my own. Seems I underestimated you. That's exceedingly useful. You're certain you've combed the place to your liking? Then let us debrief and see if we can deduce what transpired here. Have you any theories as to what killed these people? A good first observation, and one I concur with. Too little damage, no signs of traditional firearms. Have any theories about the automechs that did this? My thoughts exactly. How do you believe they were compromised? I may have a strong theory, but I do not have a definitive answer. Indulge me. How do you think the mechanicals were corrupted? It seems so simple, and yet it also appears to... The only remaining puzzle piece is why. Why go through all this? Agreed. I do believe that relay is of Protectorate make, and the refugees most certainly didn't build it themselves. I hypothesize that they used it to listen in on Protectorate communications, then sold what they learned to Sub Rosa. After the Vox relay's recent destruction, High Command would have ordered a security sweep of all communication systems. Upon learning of this camp's existence, they'd have dispatched a sentinel to cross off any would-be traitors. Hence the destruction we bear witness to. I admire your enthusiasm, but these refugees were traitors to the Protectorate. Though I still believe... Now with that finished, we... Hold. Something... Seems the machines returned, bent on eliminating any stragglers. To arms! Abandon me, and our partnership shall meet its end! Return at once! Abandon me, and our partnership shall meet its end! Return at once! You held your own admirably. These automechs will never be used to perpetrate such heinous acts again. I believe we're at the end of our investigation. I will locate my wretched Sub Rosa transport and return to Free Market Station. Be sure you return to Free Market Station to debrief with me. Despite our work here,
Stay back! Oh, wait. Perhaps it was fate you met me here. A capable sort like you is akin to an oasis in a hellish wasteland. I was injured attempting to scale that cliff face to the estate. Wouldn't do to have a... See, I came here to salvage my, memoir, if you're keen to help. One file's in a locker in the... Thank you kindly for the... I've already imbibed enough. Indeed. Oh, bless your kind... Silly old fool, coming here without aid. Be lucky to leave here alive. Smart. Huh. That's what you see. Boom! Moving on up.
Diagnostic mode disabled. Re-engaging security protocols.
Unload
Complete. Beginning for hostile.
Loading up!
so I can take the...
Don't like it. These strangers. Should rip them out, shatter them, transfer them with ourselves.
Ha! Kill them! Push in!
There's a strange sort of humor in the onset of the first war in Arcadia's history, within a few days of my being assigned here. As far from Protectorate society as possible, Golden Ridge suffers under an invading force, and moreover, it appears that our Order colleagues have betrayed us. At first, I lamented my isolation, but I realized I was where I needed to be of service. The scores of abandoned subjects need a leader. I have enlisted the staff at these estates to help accept the first influx of still loyal Protectorate refugees. More shall come. I shall lead them out of the shadows and into the light. For the good of the Protectorate. This is my...
returned in one piece. Did you, perchance, acquire those, precious items? What? Speak up now! Off with you now! Ah, you've returned and... Oh, don't you worry. Ah, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. My handlers will be just a local logistical agent operating here on Sub Rosa's behalf. Undoubtedly, you've heard of us. They were meticulously kept by the Vigilant who lived here before the war. Prominent woman, knew many folk, before a landmine dashed such hopes. You think they'd let an ailing codger be the keeper of the coffers? Now, this little old spider has to get his affairs in order. Here's something for your troubles. Farewell. Before I forget, stop by Agent Kobor in Matriarch's Mercy if you ain't already. Now to patch myself up and return home. Come on, spider. Gather your energy.
just be a stiff bottle waiting for me if I ever manage to make it out of this barrel. Oh no, no. Now? Sure, whatever. Take it. Just be mindful what you touch after. But until then, leave me.
Our only salvation lies in annihilation.
No, there was uranium on my hands when I came in here, and now it. Why didn't I wash them first? Thanks for the preposterously late advice. How about... Why didn't I wash them first? No,
I'll skin your faces off one by one if you don't let me out of here! I'm coming for you!
I'll spare anyone who frees me. The rest will die horribly. I promise you that. Let me out! Hey, you! Let me out of here!
Architect's balls! That was some fine killing! Would have preferred you'd left one or two of those traitorous miscreants for me to sharpen my blade on, but no matter. Serves me right trying to help those sorely lacking in the gray matter. But they rightly paid for their transgression. Betraying someone sent by the exalted leader of the glorious dawn herself warrants a painful death. Name's Aza. You are? We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those who seek to keep the masses aimless and destructive. The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. To be deconstructed by a rift is to be reborn in perfection. None whatsoever. All I know is that they were planning on killing me by filling my room with Zeranium gas. I was here to help them scavenge for old order technology to further investigate the wonder of the rifts. There is one other thing. I have similar business at the N-Ray range. These fools were only part of the contingent that betrayed me. Your violent tendencies could be of great help to me there, as I'm sure mine could be of service to you. Well, what are we waiting for?
Why is it? No! Why didn't I wash them first? Are you damn?
I've got a much better way to end his supper.
What?
My next
Initiate Carrington. Audio log entry. Tend. My orders were to watch for the enemy. Specifically, to never break line of sight to my assigned field of view. But I can hear them advancing along the shore to the south. It's fine. Others have been assigned that field of vision. This is the most efficient method of defense. Architect, they're getting closer. Perhaps I'm taking my orders too literally. I'll just tweak it. No. Trust in the equation. Trust in those greater than I in the order. I will keep looking forward for enemies from that vector. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I have faith that the architect...
This one appears to have been too terrified to even look at us. I almost feel bad killing him. That's the range, Commander.
It's a fight!
Damn it all! The door's sealed. We'll need to find another way in. Now this is just sloppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use one or two as an example to the rest.
.36 cubed, divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by...
Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the
There's a cultist behind you! Wait, surely she isn't with you. No, of course not. Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear. Oh, dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so... he's distant with all those...
Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves, he's more likely to die of boredom. If I was in charge here, all of you'd be dead. He soon will be.
Yes. I'm sure you'll kill them quite well. The crazed cultist, people like your friend, I've seen few firsthand. But that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient. Oh, there's no such...
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We've an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. The scanner isn't... It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the... I appreciate your aid. I appreciate your help.
There's the N-ray scanning device the scientist was talking about.
The rift is my gateway to transcendence. Piety is the key. Our only salvation lies in annihilation.
Enemy spotted.
We can do this. I can blow up my famous viewers. Bring them close. Shut them off!
Stop your silliness, fool! The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends! That should do it. Let's get on with the killing.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
Look sharp! It's a fight! Look sharp! It's a fight! Coming for you! Closing in! Return to the... That's a Glorious Dawn communication device. Our cells use them to send and receive encrypted messages.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the Order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
You temper my... little sprat in his corrugated metal.
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians. Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those...
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitorous charlatans.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your... I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being... Damn that Victor, and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium. Pardon my excitement. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing process. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was because he refused to follow. There's no such thing as invisibility. The cultists are out of phase. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that... But if you're not attached to the solid state of your organs, I suppose it might be nice to be less although they are physically here, but oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. Thank you again for your help. I shall collect my belongings and, well, flee for my life once it seems safe.
Times must I say only death lies ahead? You have been precise. That is over. Please.
Cultists and interlopers breaching my defenses at once? I should have anticipated this. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die. I was warned that you would attempt to. You would use subterfuge. If DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die. Pointless. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, want has nothing to do with it. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. At the end of all things, you're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you. Your verbiage does not conceal the gaps in your knowledge. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end. If what you say is true, then you have my tentative. DeVries opened my eyes. The politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one can be allowed to waltz in. What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself? No, that's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees. I don't want to admit it. As we've spoken, I can't fight you any longer. I still believe there are... I've been a fool. Going along with this.
This poor fool seemed intent on doing himself and us both. Impressive work convincing him otherwise. Let's say I have a go at him with my disembowel. Your loss. Don't like to boast, but I am quite the art.
I believe that's another thanks I owe you. You certainly keep interesting company. I appreciate your I found a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, set DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed. Saying that out loud now. Here, it is the key to my quarters. Take whatever you find. That will ensure that I appreciate your... You've certainly convinced me I cannot remain here. I owe you not only my life, but the sheer knowledge that you've turned me from a terrible path. I will make the most of it. I promise you. I owe you not only my life, but the sheer knowledge that you turned me from a terrible path. I will make the most of it. I promise you.
Boy, damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but they're treasonous scum. The leader of a cell. In this case, that would be Ziegler. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, we should return to the one we saw earlier. It will hopefully yield some worthwhile information. This is it, the Dawn's communication. Not much, but there are a few encrypted Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. I'm right behind you.
The cultist known as Aza has been admitted to the ship roster. This unit reminds the commander that anticoagulants are your first line of defense when...
Sharp enough. Hostile.
I'm not going to deny killing these traitors was invigorating, but their leader still needs to be dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy. No time to talk, Commander. Not when we're so close to spilling Ziegler's guts. I mean, so close to getting him to spill his guts. Metaphorically. Before I do it literally.
Asa, why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. We must speak on the latest revelation. You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have killed yourself and saved us all. It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed so many loyal members. Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
I'm thinking I'd normally just kill this idiot where he stands, but I must know. Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn.
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it. Why the fuck not? You're such the jock. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right.
Enemy spotted.
I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty. Of course not. What a ridiculous question. You think that I'm like you, but I'm no longer bound by social restraints or pedestrian. So were I even to imply if only, unless they somehow have our codes. Damn straight they I have no idea. If I go, of course, Annie, don't worry. I must admit to being highly vexed by this kill order situation. Such as? The rifts are a device of the architect. We are nothing but that information. The rifts are a perfect... Yes! Oh, isn't it truly glorious? Nothing of much worth to tell there. I'd rather hear your story. At all cost. I like the sound of that. I hope you gutted those. Joining the Glorious Dawn freed me of such nonsense. They gave me my world used to be devoid of color. Everything was gray, and I'm still not interested.
Vara, yo.
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have. Someone with a little more grit. I'm glad. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her. No, yeah. It's just, I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into. True, she's after Triangulum, all I wanted was to do. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We found it, huh? Something. Truth is, I don't you know, all these years. And the only recording I've managed to preserve is from the kind of you to say, Commander. No, burn it, launch it out the airlock. Found it, huh? Yeah. Truth is, I was getting ready to toss that. Sounds stupid said out loud. All these years. And the only recording I've managed to preserve is from the one. That's what I keep telling myself. Yeah, that's always up for a little. She still got more loyal. Truth be told, at least that's what I would. Sure thing.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good?
My only field compatriots stationed in Golden Bridge. I just don't get why we have to buy our own weapons from our own merchants. Got people who can filter us better here. Maybe I'm quitting.
Greetings again. Libations or information? What's your poison?
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired. I should add, your observations during the investigation were unexpectedly keen.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an arbiter in tow. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. Just trust me and go give it a look.
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up. My apologies. Barney is sometimes overzealous in the guarding of my...
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that
I could get used to this kind of... Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics. I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
Yes. Yes, it was. I'd hoped to be proven wrong, but vindication...
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer...
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us speak to me outside, if you would.
Run along now. Have spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
Yeah, how about this? I recruited a protector.
Appreciate your
It's you and
assistance.
Subros.
Makes
Done us
my
a
life
kindness.
easier,
We're a good
friend.
team.
Back. If you seek entry to my sporting, that's an impressive number of no, your cards. You have multiple that I do not. Though this defeat Greetings again. You made in the wake. I've heard battle spread. Be
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistant, but I fully realize that during our investigation I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together? I think you have earned forthrightness. I came to Free Market Station to seek Sub Rosa deals in information, and were thusly my best lead on her killer. They gave me less. Unfortunately, I cannot act. My colleagues have accepted that her death was a natural one. Nonetheless, the circumstances... I do not know your allegiance. Utilizing one of our craft for independent purpose, I knew Sub Rosa would offer, but I neither trust them nor have the funds to continue this relationship for much longer. I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow? Be nice. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemy, but if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness... Excellent. I hope our working... Let us be...
The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their train. Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden. Patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
Infrastructure. Remember, chalkboards are for erudition and edification only. Hygienic.
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please! Finally, my family and I, we was making, had to, please help us. Of course there is. It's my family, they're hurt. Thank you. Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Need a better spot.
Another refuge. Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. Ah, I seem to recollect one matching your description. Welcome to Matriarch. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our stay. Only a fool ignores safety and probability. Not at present, but according. That's enough. You need.
I remember this place before the.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders, the order defecting, there's no putting this rat back into the camp.
It's not.
And then we solve for the. Apollo. Oh. Doesn't everyone have that memorized? It's 1.77245385. Typically, not the app to show how the Crabble patties are made, as it were. I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps I am sure they bear a court life outside. But if my date then if we factor for random elements offsetting algorithmic dissonance, don't even like the sound of it. How could something be incalculable?
My soup is nutritionally calculated to
The very
sustain
idea
all
is
bodily
preposterous.
How long have we...
Oh, try not to get too close. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid. Well, I've gotten sick at least a dozen times. Why, last week alone, I caught hack lung, sprat tongue, skinny teeth. What are you? Figured I might as well get used to being sick. So, I'm practicing. I think sickness. You too.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Algorithmic dissonance?
How long are we meant to stay here?
How could
That's
something
being rude. I'm not in the prediction business.
The very idea is
Broke mine. Ah, I banged him up.
The void you did. Barely. You ought to. Doesn't. Anyhow.
I like you.
You got business? No? Move on. You the fixer lent your aid to Agent Galloway? Don't suppose you got that crawling hibiscus she promised to sneak me, huh? Hello, hello. You're the one that aided Agent Galloway. Consequently, I'm pleased it's myself. I enjoy the thrills of the environ. Will the Order attempt to drive me out? Will Matriarch's mercy be shelled? Shall I run? Why, I thank you. We stay beyond. We've still feet.
Greetings. Or you're dealing with sort of thing. Now, how...
Look, your nose was just a stand-in for Duarte's nose.
Don't feel like no stand-in.